Welcome to Means of Grace, a podcast produced by the Western North Carolina Conference of the United Methodist Church.
Welcome to Means of Grace. I'm Melissa McGill, the Conference Director of Communications. In this time of crisis and quarantine, when there is so much work to be done and so many needs to be met, we invite you into a space of stillness, to check in with yourself and with God, a space to ask and answer John Wesley's question, how is it with your soul? Here we share a guided prayer meditation with the Reverend Dr. Melanie Dobson. Melanie is an ordained elder in our conference and an associate professor of Methodist Studies at the Lutheran Theological Southern Seminary in Columbia, South Carolina.
I invite you to this practice of self-examination that comes to us from Ignatius of Loyola. It's called the Ignatian Examen. This is a great practice to do at the end of the day before you're getting ready to go to sleep. I invite you to take a comfortable seat and to close your eyes. Choose a period of time to examine in prayer. If you're doing this in the evening, it would be good to reflect on the day. And you could also choose to reflect on the whole past week. But bring that period of time before you now. And as you do so, pay attention to the rhythm of your own breath for a few moments. Breathing in to the count of 4. Pausing at the top of the breath. And then exhaling to the count of 4. Breathing in, pause, and breathing out. Breathing in, pause, and breathing out. And allow your mind now to wander through your period of time. And we'll move first into what Ignatius called consolation. Reflect on what you are most grateful for during this time. Another way to ask this would be, when did you feel a sense of love, of peace, of joy? What beauty did you invite into your life today? Or perhaps, where was there beauty to which you paid some attention? When did you feel a sense of connection with someone or with something in creation? And all of these questions are a way to get at, when did you feel a sense of God being present? Relive those moments of connection, of joy, of peace, of love, as God's gift to you. And now we will move to the part of the examen called desolation. Ignatius felt it was just as important to pay attention to our shadow times, to those places of difficulty, as a way of also noticing and being alive and a present to how God's at work. So in this time of reflection on our experiences of desolation, question might be, what aspects of this time period were difficult? When in this time period did you feel exhausted or drained? What expectations went unmet? What losses did you feel today? And all of these questions are ways at getting at when you felt God was absent. Was there any time in your day in which your response was less than you desire it to be? Was there any time today that you might have been hurtful or said or done something you regret? Use this space now to ask for forgiveness. And then to receive in God's mercy and God's grace. ask for God's direction for how you might react better and more loving the next time. And rest now for a moment in God's all-encompassing grace. The next and final part of the prayer moves us toward our intentions for tomorrow. Toward what actions or ways of being might God be drawing you? Who might God be inviting you to check in with or to connect with tomorrow? Ask God's guidance for tomorrow. And now, for a few moments of silence, entrust yourself to God's goodness and God's care that is already present in your tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to Means of Grace, a podcast produced by the Western North Carolina Conference of the United Methodist Church. We hope you've enjoyed listening to these podcasts and use them as a way to stay connected to our community. Remember to subscribe to Means of Grace for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Please leave us an honest rating and a review. It helps others find this podcast. Follow the WNCC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at WNCCUMC. That's WNCCUMC. Means of Grace is produced by the Western North Carolina Conference of the United Methodist Church and Gojo Studios.